This week, Newsmax host Rob Schmitt took one of the, I guess you would say, most bizarre stances in terms of convincing people to not get vaccinated. We've seen a lot of it, obviously, from conservative media and Republican politicians over the last few weeks. But what Mr. Schmitt did was a little bit different. And I'm not going to put any words in his mouth. I'm going to let him basically dig it out himself. Here is what he said on Newsmax this week.
You know, one thing I've always thought, and maybe you can guide me on this because obviously I'm not a doctor, but when I've always thought about vaccines, and I always think about just nature and the way everything works. And I feel like a vaccination in a weird way is just generally kind of going against nature. Like, I mean, if there is some disease out there, maybe there's just an ebb and flow to life where something's supposed to wipe out a certain amount of people, and that's just kind of the way evolution goes. Vaccines kind of stand in the way of that.
Yeah, I mean, viruses, diseases, illnesses, they do wipe out large portions of the population there, Rob. You're not wrong about that. The question is, do we just sit back, throw our hands up and say, well, there's a new virus out there, I guess a lot of you are going to have to die? Or do we use our brains, come up with a way around this, a vaccine, and say, hey, look, we beat the thing? But I guess, you know, based on his statement there, Mr. Schmitt thinks what? We should maybe just sit back and say, if we get it, we get it. If we're dead, we're dead. That's evolution, baby. You just got to accept it. No, that's not what we do, man. That I gotta hand it to him. I have to hand it to him. That is probably the most creative way we have seen any personality on the right, you know, try to say that, hey, maybe we don't need the vaccine. Maybe when it's your time, it's your time. No, this is idiotic. And he did point out in this segment, he said, you know, I'm not anti-vax, I'm not pro-vax. You know, I'm just a guy. He's not a doctor. He admitted that. So, you know, after saying all those things, that should have been the end of the conversation. He should have said, I'm not anti-vax, I'm not pro-vax, and I'm not a doctor. Moving on, I'm not going to give you my idiotic opinions on what I think about the vaccine, because you have no room to talk. Yes, in the past, viruses wiped out huge swaths of the population. Diseases, bacteria, all kinds of things, until, of course, we came out with vaccines which are widely regarded, including by the CDC, as one of the greatest medical advancements of the 20th century. But y'all just don't want that to happen? You're just now on the side of the virus saying, hey, this is nature. Let nature do its thing. Since when do y'all even care about nature? You know, what's natural and what's not. You don't. This was just trying to be a little clever, creative, whatever you want to call it, convincing your audience, the people that you rely on to keep your show alive, to keep your career going, trying to convince them that they don't need to worry about what's happening. And if you're one of the people that dies from this, oh well, must have just been your time. That was nature saying, hey, come on, bud, let's go, time's up. No, you don't have to go out like that, folks. You don't have to take the advice of people who admit that they're not doctors and they really don't know what the hell they're talking about. If you have questions about the vaccine, as I always say, please go speak to a medical professional. Speak to multiple medical professionals. Don't try to take advice from somebody on Newsmax who very clearly, in my opinion, appears to be on the side of the virus. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.